Hello, Mr. Matek here. Today, you're going to learn how to edit videos using CapCut on your computer, Windows PC, Mac OS, or Chromebook. This tutorial is for you, and it is beginner friendly. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to create a video like this. Now, let's get started. So after you download CapCut to your computer and open the application, this is the first thing you see. The first thing we're going to do to start using CapCut's video editing app is to sign into CapCut, because signing into CapCut will unlock several features for you to enjoy the app even better. Of course, you need internet connection to do this. To sign into CapCut, simply click on the sign in button at the top left corner. You have the option to sign in with TikTok, Facebook, or Google. I prefer to use Google because I'm already signed into my Google account on my computer. Now, I'll click on sign in with Google. See, it pops up a window opening my Google account. Now, I can click on my Google account to authorize the sign in. I already have several projects saved, but if you're using CapCut for the first time, you will not have any projects, obviously. Now, to start using CapCut, you need to click on New Project. Now that you've clicked on New Project, it opens the CapCut video editor. The first advice I must give you is to make sure that you have internet connection. Although you can edit videos offline, but having internet connection will open up several other features like the inbuilt music, effects, text, stickers, and several other things. To start editing videos, we must first import the videos that we wish to edit. Now, I'll click on Import. I downloaded 5 clips, 3 videos, and 2 pictures for the sake of this tutorial. Now, to open these pictures that I downloaded, I will just simply select all of them. Now, click on Open. So it imports everything into my media library. I don't have a movie yet. I need to bring them down to my timeline. And to do that, I can simply select all of them from this place and drag them down to my timeline. Alternatively, I can bring them down one by one to my timeline. This place down here is your timeline. You can adjust this timeline however you want it. If you want it to be smaller, you can click and drag downward. If you want it to be bigger, click and drag upward. But for me, I like the windows where I watch the feedback to be good. There's right here is where you find the player that shows the video. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll just drag everything downward. All right, these are 2. I think I have 2 versions of the same footage because I dragged them twice. See, this footage are 2. To delete one of them, all I have to do is click on this. Any one I want to delete and click on delete or backspace. So delete. As you can see, the one before it snapped backward to fill in the gap. Well, it's a feature that we enabled to prevent spaces in your videos, so all your footage and clips lap side by side. You can customize the way the footage are aligned at this corner. If I unselect this, you observe that I can drag this clip wherever I want. So watch, if I play this video now, you will notice that there is a black space until it reaches the place where the footage is. But I don't want that, so I always click on turn on main track magnet. The shortcut to do that would be P. Now, what auto snapping does is that it allows you to align footage. Let's say I want to move this footage to be directly above this one. I might not know exactly where it is or how to make it align. If you want your footage to align at all times, enable this auto snapping, and the shortcut for that is N. So you see, align this place telling me it is aligned. I can leave it there, so that footage aligned. This works for texts and other features like other elements like stickers. The next one is this one over here, turn off preview access. This preview access allows you to see whatever your mouse is on. This is my mouse cursor, whatever it moves to, I see where exactly what is showing there. But if I turn this off, you'll notice that nothing shows. But I prefer to have it on to allow me to be able to do more. Now, so I have it on now. the next step is choosing a video aspect ratio or resolution. By default, the CapCut selects the resolution of the clip that you dragged into your timeline. Like for my clip, it is looking like a 9:16 resolution. As you can see, it automatically picks that resolution for your video. If I would have dragged this picture first, it would have chosen a pillar, what they call it, a portrait resolution for my timeline. Now, as you can see, it chose this resolution, but I can easily change from here. Let's say I'm making YouTube videos for YouTube Shorts. Click on this ratio here and select 9:16. As you can see, this opens up the phone screen format. You can scale in. The scaling button is just at the top right corner. You can scale in to where you want it, and then you can click to drag the footage to wherever you want it. So as you can see, it now looks like a video that's suitable for shorts. There's more advanced way to customize your resolution. You can click on this customized to choose a particular resolution for yourself. For this customized resolution, you can choose a dimension or resolution that you want to edit your video in, and the frame rate is set to 30 FPS by default. It depends on the type of videos that you want to edit. If you are an advanced video editor, you understand how this frames per second work. So I'm going to cancel because I don't want to alter anything from there. I'm going to return this video to 16:9, and I'm going to undo the scale. By double clicking on the scale, it undoes whatever I've done. So that looks perfect. Clicking on position, double clicking on position as well, undoes whatever changes you've done. So I'm back to exactly how it works. The next thing we want to do is arranging our footage. By default, if you want to move your footage around, just make sure this select option is on. It's on the select option. If it's not on the select option, you can put it to select option by pressing A on your keyboard. That way, after that, you can click on any footage and rearrange it. I can move this footage to the end if I want. Another thing that you might want to do is to shorten a part of a clip, a particular clip. Let's say this clip starts this video and it plays like this. And I want to end right here where this car is. All I have to do is click on the clip and select the end of the clip and drag it to where you want it to be. You can use that to shorten pictures as well. If I don't want this picture to play for too long, all I have to do is drag it and boom, you see, it's gone. Just do that until you get your desired clip. All right, that's that for that. Another way to do that is to use the split option. If you want to split a particular part of your video, all you have to do is drag this slider to that part of the video that you want to cut. After that, click on this split button, or you can use Control or Options B. Another way to do this is to select the blade tool by pressing B on your keyboard. It automatically switches to the blade tool, so you can move it around where you want it to be. And because this playback option is enabled, this preview option is enabled, I can move it to exactly where I want to cut and cut it. All right, there. After cutting it, I can move back to the selection tool by pressing A and then selecting whatever footage I want to delete. If I say I want to delete the beginning part of this clip, I can just click on that part and press delete on my keyboard or backspace. So backspace, deleted. Now that's how to arrange your footage in your timeline. Now the fifth part of this lesson is going to be animating our pictures and videos. I'm going to do the basic animation. The basic animation involves you just clicking on this footage here and selecting animation at the top right corner of your screen. There you have the in and out animation. Selecting an in animation allows it to animate just the end point of the video. But if you want the clip to be animated throughout it's displayed, this combo adds in and out animation. This is better for pictures and obviously not for videos. But sometimes you might want something like this, especially if you're creating something very animated. For pictures, let's say I want to animate this picture. I can click on this and then select the type of animation that I want. Now, if you notice something, these pictures do not fill the entire frame of my video. A way to make this picture fill the frame of my video to remove these black areas is to select this picture and move to this video section. Under basic, you can select this canvas, go to canvas, click on blur. Now it adds this cinematic, or should I say production blur, that you see in many videos to your videos, so it's less boring. Or you can add other options like the color. If you want a solid color instead, now you see yellow displays. Or you can add different other styles. Let's say this is styles. You can click on more to expand. There are tons of styles available that you can add for your video. So you can see it adds that instead. But most times I prefer to use the blur. So for this video, I'm going to go with the blur. There you have it. My picture is animated and it looks much better. Now, another way to make a picture fill the frame, I can zoom in. I don't need to create any blurred background. For this, I want to zoom in to make sure it fits the frame. All you have to do is select that footage or picture and then increase the scale. You can increase the scale under the basic video section of this top right corner. So increasing or reducing the scale helps you fill the frame. So now it fills the entire frame. Then afterward, I can go on to add my animation however I want it. Let's say this is the animation that I want for the picture. That's that for animating pictures. The next thing that you might want to learn is color grading your footage. If you shot a video, you might want to add a few color effects to your video. Color grading is a bit advanced. I'm not going to cover that on this tutorial, but I'm going to be dropping future tutorials. If you're interested, make sure to subscribe to not miss out. To add some color effects to our videos, move over to this filter section, and then there are different filters. You can download them. That's why you need internet connection. As you can see, I can download a filter and add to my video. All I have to do is drag it down here and it adds a filter to my video. You see, it changes the color of my video. If I prefer this filter, I can use that. You can play around, just try different filters, whatever fits your video. So it gives it this basic color correction, or however you want it. You can increase the strength of the filter around here. Let me drag the filter to people so you see the difference better. So you can increase the strength of the filter by clicking on the filter and increasing the strength. And you can drag the filter to fill the entire picture by clicking on the end of the filter and dragging to the very end of the picture so that the filter fills the entire picture. Now that's it for color correction. Just play around, try different options, and you'll see different color correction. So that's that for adding filters to your videos. Now, adding text and stickers to your videos. Let's say this video is about New York City. I can add text to my video to describe the moment. Let's say this video is about New York City. To add text, I'll click on this top right corner text, and I can add the default text or use a text template. To start, I'll use a default text. For instance, I can call this New York City if this is New York, but I don't know where this is. New York. You can increase the size of the text by dragging the corners and increasing or reducing if you whatever you want. And then you can change the font by clicking on the font area, select whatever font you want for your text, and then you can change the color to whatever you want by clicking on the color. Let's say I like white. I think white is perfect. And then you can add maybe a drop shadow or stroke to make it look better. I prefer a drop shadow, so I think I'll add a drop shadow. All right, so just scroll around, try different things to see whichever works for your video. Now, another thing to do to make my text even better is to add animation. Now, click on this text and click on animation. Here you can add different types of animation to your text. The in animation, as you can see, it adds animation in flipping. And if I want to add out animation, let's say I want to add this fade out, it adds a fade out. So it does not have there's sharp entry and exit, New York. So this looks perfect. My movie is reaching its destination. I'm producing a movie already. You can add one of their text templates. The text templates are over here. You can add different text templates. You need internet connection to load many of the resources here. So I drag this one down here. I feel like it's going to work. I'm going to adjust this a bit. So I can customize the text by writing whatever I want here, and then change whatever I welcome. Beautiful people. So you see, this is how to add text to your videos. Welcome, beautiful people. You can add stickers to your videos by clicking on the sticker section and adding different types of stickers. Let's say for the end of my video, I want to add the subscribe option. I can simply drag this subscribe button down here to tell people to subscribe to my videos at the end. So you see, subscribe, 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 and turn on bell icon. You can see, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. There are tons of stickers and emojis that you can play with, adding transitions. Now, if you play a video, you notice that it switches to the next video just like that. I can add a little bit of transition in between my clips, so the switching becomes even more professional. You see, let me try it for this place. I don't like the hard switch. So to add transitions in between my clips, click on these transitions. There are tons of transitions. The white flash, there's a dissolve. I'm going to try this dissolve, or I'll try this mix. So I'm going to try this mix and see. I can add it directly in between where the clips meet. I can increase the length of the dissolving by clicking and dragging to increase the length of the dissolving. So as you can see, it increases the length of the dissolving. Just click on the transition and increase or reduce as much as you want. There are tons of transitions that you can try out. The slide, there are many of them. Glitch. Let's say I try this glitch here. Watch. Wow, that's it. Good. So just play around till you find something you want. Good. It's looking good. Without sound, we can't make a good video. Next thing we want to add to our video is sound. We can add music, audio effects, and different other things. You can add sounds to your video by coming to this audio section. Click on audio and use this search option to search for music or sound effects. I want to add sound effects for my transitions, for instance, and you can search for the whoosh or swoosh sound effect. Here, if you observe, I'll type it and click on enter. Now, this adds a whoosh with echo, blah, blah, blah. So I can increase the volume of the whoosh, and I can drag the whoosh to be around where my transition starts and my transition ends. To zoom in to see your timeline, you can use the zoom in option around this place. For instance, I want to see my timeline. I can zoom in to see my timeline better. All right, so you see, this sounds very good, but it's too loud, so I can reduce it to how I want it. Just play around, add different sound effects, whatever you want to your video. Now, no video is good without music. CapCut has different options for music here. You can use one of the default musics for your track, but this is good if you're producing a personal stuff that you're not going to use on YouTube. CapCut music, some of them come with copyright issues. If you don't want copyright issues, then you can just quickly download a sound from YouTube Audio Library. Just simply go to YouTube Audio Library by searching in your search bar, Audio Library. Click on YouTube Audio Library. You can download any of their free songs for your videos. Now this. All right, let's just work with this. I'm going to download this and use this for my video. So if you don't want to face copyright issues, so use one of the YouTube sounds for your video. Another thing that you might want to add to your video are voiceovers. If you want to add voiceover to your video, CapCut has a built-in option to record your own voice. Let's say for this video, I want to add a sound. All I have to do is click on record and select echo reduction and mute project. If I want to mute a project to prevent the sound from entering my microphone, I can do that then and start to record. For instance, it counts down and starts recording. Hello, New York City. Welcome to the home of beautiful people. We do great things in New York City. A lot of people are friendly, but you meet some people who hardly smile. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. That's it. A short clip complete. Hello, New York City. Welcome to the home of beautiful people. We do great things in New York City. A lot of people are friendly, but you meet some people who hardly smile. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. As you can see, I'm already almost done making my video. The next thing that you might want to do is export your video. So exporting our video is really easy. To export our video, click on this export section at the top right corner. Click on export. Then you can name it whatever you want by changing the title here. Let's say I want to name this New York City, New York City. And you can select your resolution here. By default, we used 1080p. You can change to 2K or 4K depending on the quality of video that you recorded and you edited. For this, I'm using 1080p. These are all basic. This is basic video editing. We're going to talk about this in another video. Make sure to subscribe so as not to miss out. After that, click on export. So immediately it exports your video. All right, that's how to edit videos using CapCut for beginners. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I'd like your feedback, questions in the comment section down below. Mr. Matek here. See you next time.